One of the biggest challenges in working from home is having access to equipment to get your job done. Now, there's a company that aims to help out singers and even voiceover artists by offering an easy-to-assemble, portable recording studio. Samuel Burke joins us from London in the UK to tell us more about Isovox. Samuel, good morning.
Hey, Paolo, good morning to you.
Hey, you're sounding great. But you have the booth set up there with you. I mean, we all know as broadcasters working from home, it can be a bit of a challenge. But you've got the solution right there behind you.
Yeah, this is the Isovox. And, I'm always looking for tips and tricks to make working from home a little more manageable. But this idea for the story actually came to me from the singer Seal. You, of course, remember that song, Kiss from a Rose. I'm following him on Instagram, and one day I noticed that he had a portable recording studio, and I wanted to figure out how that works because I'm recording a podcast with CNN Philippines, so trying to get the best quality voice sound is a big challenge for me. Usually I'm using blankets, but when I saw that video that you're seeing right there on your screen, I said, I've got to try this out for myself. So it works for singers, it works for people like both of us who are needing to do voiceovers. It's really quite simple. It's a box that has the padding that you would see in a recording studio, but this is portable. Now, I won't move it too much because I don't want to break anything in the house, the light above me, but it just sits on a tripod. And the way it works is you get in the booth, you shut the flap, and then all of that echo that you hear in a room starts to go away. So I would be in here singing Kiss from a Rose or working on my podcast. They've thought about it quite well. They have lights in here so you can read your scripts, and you just stand in there and you do it as quickly as possible, come out, and your job is done. And hopefully your song is recorded or your podcast track is down.
Now, I think we're all familiar with the challenge. I mean, if you record in a large room, you've got reverb. If you don't have carpeting on there, the sound doesn't sound good. I'm sure you've taken it for a test run. How would you rate the difference in sound quality?
Oh, I think it's noticeable right away. You can hear as soon as you get in there with this padding. Even if I were just to stand in this box like this, I can hear the difference that this padding is absorbing the sound. Though I've got to tell you, the one thing that really made me question it is the price. It's almost $1,000. And for a lot of people, that will really set them back. So I've been speaking to the CEO of this company, who's also the founder of the device, Philip Olsson in Sweden, where the product is manufactured. And I put that price to him, and he said, listen, $1,000 may sound like a lot, but think about that in comparison to all the material that you'd spend on building a recording studio at your work or at your house.
You are. I mean, it is everything.
On the walls, you have to rebuild the room, and then it's stationary, so you can't take it with you. So that's one aspect. The Isovox is portable. If you move, if you need to just have it in another room or bring it to another studio, you can always bring it with you.
It does look like the
perfect
perfect
solution. And that's true.
solution.
I've been moving it from one room to another, Paolo, so it does have that portability. It's a great plus.
All right. It does cost a little bit of money, or quite a bit of money, actually, 50,000 pesos or so in our currency here. If you can tell me though, Sam, I mean, who would benefit most from this? You're talking about using it for your podcast, obviously professional voiceover artists, singers, our regular people, regular Joes who have to work from home. Is this going to be, essential equipment for them?
No, I think this is really only if this is going to help you make money. If you're a singer, if you are a voiceover artist, I don't think you can justify $1,000 just for fun or just for doing karaoke. I think this really has to be a professional investment that people make. It's been interesting to hear about other uses of this as well in the medical community. I asked the CEO again, Philip Olsson, I said, what's one of the biggest surprises that you've had? Take a listen to what he told me.
Some psychiatrists offer scream therapy, and turns out they have offices in small corridors or rooms, and while the patients are going in there and screaming off their anger, they're kind of disturbing every office around. They're now using the Isovox to isolate that, so the disturbing noises won't be heard.
So, Paolo, even for scream therapy and working from home, we could all use some scream therapy every once in a while. So I think I might try that at some point. I have to say, at first, I started using it with a microphone that I already had, and it wasn't as good as if you had the microphone that you can buy from the company. I think the box does work best with their microphone, which is an additional cost. So I think it all comes back to the fact that it's a big toy, it's a professional toy, it's a big price tag. You're really only going to want to invest in something like this if it's something that can help you make money while we're all stuck at home during this pandemic.
All right, professional equipment for professionals. Thank you so much, Samuel. That was Samuel Burke reporting from London.